My cat Ron has come back to help. He does better than Harry, probably because he's not as big, so he can sit on the lap longer, right? Hedum, are you delirious? He drools when he's purring. He drools. He's almost 13 years old. Both he and Harry, they're twins. Harry's over there, pretending not. Yeah, hi. Just looking at me. But are you gonna stay here or are you gonna leave? So I'm doing a little series called Books from a Candy Dish, and I'm just randomly pulling a title of a book, one of my books. There's a lot. Out of a candy dish, and giving myself 10 minutes to talk about it. Last time I ran over because I was talking about Taylor Semenoff, but that's what happens when you talk about a really long Russian novel that took a whole year to write. Yeah, that's not normal for me. That was a whole year of almost full-time writing. Like I would sit down in the morning and write and then have lunch and write some more. Talk about that on your back. And I developed a little weird thing in my finger. It was like a cyst kind of in this part of my finger. I can still kind of feel it. So I have to watch that. I have to watch it but that's from writing a long Russian novel. So anyway, I'm going to pick another one. Ron, see, he's drooling. I'm gonna pick another one and talk about it, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I'll pick another one. Ron, what should we pick? Which one is it? Should we pick? Okay, I'm not looking. Okay, what is it? Amatus. Oh boy. Okay, I'll give myself set a timer for 10 minutes. 10 minutes counting down. Okay. Well, okay, so this one is I always wanted to write some kind of allegory, kind of like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I wanted to see if I was able to write something in that genre. I like that. I like stretching myself into various genres. You know, because sometimes people ask me, well, what genre do you write in? And I'm like, all of them. It doesn't matter as long as it's a good story. I want to explore it. I've written science fiction. I've written historical fiction. I've written modern, like I guess the last scene could be like realism, magic realism, but it's modern-ish. Uh, just every genre doesn't matter. Science fiction. So this is my only allegory that I've ever written. It's not very long, and I loved exploring giving everybody Latin names. I love the precision of Latin. So everything and everybody has Latin names. So it's a little bit like Pilgrim's Progress, but that is very like in your face. Like somebody is called talkative or unfaithful or faithful or just like to me that's a little bit too I don't like that sort of in your face kind of stuff. I think that's well, once he did it, I guess nobody had really done that before, so when he did it, it broke ground. Now if you do it, you're copying him. So it's like, don't do that. It's fine the way it is. It stands as a masterwork and leave it alone. So I sort of like shadowed all of my things in Latin names, and it's a dystopian sort of fantasy. So it starts out in this very dark place, a city that's Italianate, and it's dark all the time. It barely gets light, but not really. And it's divided into these quarters or ghettos where people with different inherent markings on their faces, different colors, they're all segregated into the places where they have to live together. And the main character is Crispin, and he's blind in an eye, and I think he has kind of like a paralyzed, withered hand. And he has a mentor who's been looking out for. He's a little bit like Quasimodo, like he lives in this cathedral that's not a cathedral anymore. and it's just abandoned. And he has this mentor who's like very protective of him. Yeah, we're getting like Frollo vibes here. But then Crispin meets this girl at a tavern, and she has different markings, but her demeanor and everything about her is different. Something is different about her. And so she leads him on this new adventure that eventually leads him out of this world of darkness and shadow and into a glorious place that he's never dreamed that could be. And he also kind of discovers his true destiny, his true identity, and his real name, his real family. And then he's going to face a choice about going back or not. It's not very long. It's rich in symbolism. That's what it was supposed to be, and it is a type of Pilgrim's Progress in that he goes seeking what is life about, what is the meaning of it, what's the purpose of it, who made us and why, what are we meant to do with our lives. Is it really all kind of like this darkness and struggle and fear? Or is there something more? Is there a power beyond us that we can be a part of that then we can take to the people that are living in darkness? So that's an old one. That's a long time ago that I wrote that. But I enjoyed writing it very much. And again, it's not very long. And so if you enjoy something that you could just read in an afternoon or two, it's a quick read. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, even the names of the horses mean things. And I listened to, the group. They make epic sounding soundtracks. The group's called Two Steps from Hell, and they make really cool sounding like battle music. They're very inspirational if you're and thematic. So if you're I always listen to music while I write because it sets the tone, and in my mind and in my emotions it really puts me there. So I listened to that beforehand, but then they also did an album called Two Steps from Heaven. And so when Crispin crosses over into this new place, I listen to every sound, everything from that. And that's when I discovered that Two Steps from Heaven. And one of those songs really heavily inspired a scene later in years later in when I was writing Glass. So it's a great music. So if you haven't heard Two Steps from Hell and then Two Steps from Heaven, that album, it's awesome. I don't know why those people don't make music for movies, because they sound like everything awesome in Lord of the Rings, but even more rhythmic sometimes. Just very cool music. So yeah, I'm trying to think if I could mention what books have I done so far. Seminoff was last time, and the first one did I just do? Oh, Bureau of Investigation. Bureau, okay. I didn't really listen to anything particular for that. Like for Bureau, I listened to like ambiance, like you are in a time traveler's study on a rainy night, stuff like that. Just kind of ambiance stuff. Semenov, I listened to quite a bit of just traditional Russian music. A lot of it. Like the Volga River, the Rivermen. You've heard it. Da, 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 da. That's cool. I love all that Russian and Ukrainian music. It's very cool. Touches my soul. I'm not Russian at all, but I like that music. And then yeah, Inamatis, that was Two Steps from Hell and Two Steps from Heaven. And go check them out. They're cool. Okay, how much? Oh, I have almost like 2 minutes left to talk, but that's okay. That it's a short book, as in contrast to the last one. It was a really long book, so it's a short book, so it's a shorter video. There you go. Go check it out. I'll put the link down below.